Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited tonight, and I give God all the praise. I give God all the glory for making this a reality. This is a dream come through. What more can I say than to praise God for his mercies and his faithfulness? I just want to appreciate everyone that's come in just now, everyone, and every other person that will be logging in as well. You're welcome to the book launch tonight. My book launch. Sometimes when I think about it again, I'm like, God, this could have just been you and no one else but you. And I give all the glory to God. But tonight, as we comment on this book launch, just fasten your seatbelt. I promise it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be exciting. Just a few minutes of your time, and I'm sure you'll be encouraged and inspired at the end of the day. Firstly, I'm not going to be alone tonight. I'm going to be having with me a couple of friends and my coach at the end of the day. Don't worry, you'll get to see her at the end, but just relax and just watch. Firstly, I'll be calling my editorial team. When you're writing a book, it's either you pay for editors, or if you have friends that are good with things like that, you get them involved. And I'm so blessed to have friends that are that were able to be part of this team, and they'll be coming up now. I've got that's Adeomi and Ayo Bubuade. They will be coming up now to join me even in this launch tonight as we explore the book Dare to Unleash the Power Within. Yeah, I can see them. They've come up. Hello, that's Adeomi Bubuade, and that is Ayo Bubuade. Good to see you. Good to have you on board. Good. These are my editorial team. In fact, that's when I start, Ayo. That's Ayo is just when you say somebody is very. I'm the one that they used to say that my sister used to say maybe I have what do they call this, very a perfectionist. They used to call ODC. No, I've seen somebody that our own is more than my own. When it comes in fact, the little less details, it's just like, this. And obviously, we have Bogwade beside her. In fact, his own imaginations are like, no, this needs to go this direction. This needs to go. You can do better here. And I'm like, oh my God, what kind of people did I put on my editorial team? Were very fun to work with, and I really, really appreciate God. I really appreciate God for them. In fact, I'm seeing a lot of people coming on. I'm so amazed. I see my pastor. I see Pastor Mrs. God bless you. I see Jumoke. I see Mommy Benle. Oh my God, that's my provincial pastor and his wife.
Wow.
I am so honored and privileged tonight. I'm so grateful to God. I really appreciate everyone and everyone that's on. I can't see everyone right now, but I'm just seeing everybody as they pop on. I so much appreciate it. So let's just go into the business so that we don't take so much of time. I know they said they are here tonight to come and interrogate me. I'm on hot seat. What? The Lord is with me. The Lord is on my side. So over to you. Over to you. Don't let me take so much time. Over to you.
So good evening, everyone, and we thank you for tuning in to Precious Okonoga's book launch. Personally, I would say this is the first of many. So we want to just honor you and thank you for putting in the time and being diligent to birth this book. We are only privileged to come along as midwives to help, bring this idea into fruition. So we commend you and we honor you. And, this is excellence. I just want to say, to everyone out there, get the book, buy the book. Not only, there's something we said while we're in the university that when you go through school, let school go through you. So I would say, as you read the book, let the book read your life out. Read yourself through the book. See yourself evolve wherever journey you are in the book. And I mean that's just a beautiful segue into Precious's life. We've been friends for over 20 years, and just watch her leave the book, watch her evolve, and when she talked about birthing this book, we were in total agreement. So thank you so much for just being a steward of this book.
Let's not forget, they are from Michigan in America. So we are, that's like 2 p.m. their time, all the way from America,
Thank you for having us. Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you. The first would be, you tell your story about overcoming hurts and abuse. Can you share with everyone on what you did?
That's a huge one. Yeah, overcoming hurt and abuse. I've discovered that in life, even for myself, hurt, pain, abuse, they're in different stages and they're in different degrees. As at different times of my life, I'd had to go through hurts and pain. But the truth is that it's just a particular aspect that I've been able to capture in this book. Because like one thing I've learned is that most times books are like, if at least a book per time should be able to express a particular idea. So I'm sure the others will be captured in other books that the Lord will have me do, but for this particular book, the basic one which I shared was, when I had to go through the hurt and pains of being sexually abused, where, by an uncle as a young child, and it was over and over and over again. It wasn't just once, and I couldn't just tell anybody. And that stage of my life was really very, I was hungry, I was bitter, I had no self-esteem, I hated men. You know what it means? I hated men so much that I made up my mind that I wasn't going to get married at all. Then I just used to imagine that, how can I live with a man under the same roof? I saw men like monsters, but, through the course of my life and at that particular stage of my life as a girl, the very first encounter started when I met with the Lord. When I met with the Lord, obviously, he forgave me and, he set me free. But I discovered that journey didn't end there. It was something I needed to walk on through a process of time. Just like I explained, like the title of the book says, there to unleash the power within. And I've discovered that power is work done over a period of time.
Wow.
So the power within you, you need, for you to be able to unleash it, you need to work. You need work to be done over a period of time. And that was what I did on myself with the help of the Lord. So work was done by me over a period of time. And it's that work that I put us through, even in the course of the book, and one of the key things that worked for me after I gave my life to Christ, which I'll just release for you being here tonight, is cultivating the habit of God's presence. Because one thing I discovered is, one of the things that comes up is you're fearful, you have no self-worth, you have no self-esteem, you just, everything is just wrong and you just don't see any good about yourself. But after I began to cultivate the habits of God's presence, God began to make me to discover myself in his presence. And I had so many encounters that I shared with us in the book, which I needed to get to read. And how many of us still remember, what's the name of this, Every Day with Jesus?
Yes.
Wow, that was one devotional that I used then so much. And I shared with us in the book some of the encounters that I had when I, cultivated the habit of, being in God's presence with his word. And so that's just one of the keys that really helped me. And it didn't just stop there. I've applied it over and over. Like I said, I've had, pains, hurts at different degrees at different times. like maybe even loss of loved ones and all that. But, I discovered that principle cut across. So irrespective of whatever hurt or pain or abuse that we are about to go through, God's presence, cultivating the habit of spending time in His presence is one of the key that can help you to overcome that. And then you'll be able to unleash that power that is within you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, you touched on my second question a little bit. I would take it that you've answered the question. The question was, you walk the reader through a journey in your book. Would there be a devotional? And you mentioned about devotional over and over. So people out there, be on the lookout. The devotional is in the works.
You're not serious. Well, God knows. I can't say right now. That's a question that God asked him. That kind of question that God asked Ezekiel. And he said, "Oh Lord," they said, "Can this bone live again?" He said, "Will there be a devotional?" And I'm saying, "The Lord knows. Be it unto me according to your word."
Amen. We take that. So 2 more questions. You talk about the power of imagination and the effect of prayer. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Wow. The power of imagination and the effect of prayer. Now, one of the key things that I'll just give to us tonight as one of the things that, the Lord had made me to discover is that imagination makes you to see the future that is better than your present.
Wow.
It makes you to see the future that is better than your present state. The truth is that if you can allow God to take you through, we've seen through the scriptures so many times a very, wonderful example, which I know we reckon with so much, is our father Abraham. Even though he couldn't see it that time, but God kept making him to see the future. He kept taking it, even took him practically outside, count the stars, and as far as your eyes can see. I remember one of the topics in that book says, "How farther can you see?" So I want to encourage you, as you go through the book, just let your imaginations under God go wilder, go farther than you can ever think. And, and I believe God. So the prayer there, God has somehow, I've just found myself all around praying people. Like I was saying earlier on, that this wonderful couple in front of me, we've been together for over 20 years, and we were all in the same praying team in school then. God just brought me in contact with loving people, praying people, and sometimes I'm like, what am I doing in the midst of these people? These people are just prayer champions. Me, I don't know how to pray. In fact, funny enough, there was even a particular time that I couldn't pray where people are, because where I grew up, the background I grew up was more of, we pray in my language, my native language, Yoruba. And then I could only pray in Yoruba. Now I'm in school and everybody's praying in English. I just could not articulate the words in English. So I just pray. I prayed cowardly, and then I found myself in the group of these people. My husband was part of the team. We were 7. And that's where my husband came from. The praying team, we were 7. We're 7. And we just always prayed together. And, there were times we had, fasting and prayer, 70 days. We meet every midnight like that. And I'm like, oh my God, I miss those days. But it's good we still have contacts and we still always get to meet. If I tell you that we still get to meet, if I tell you we still get to meet monthly, and we still together, yeah, because that team, we were together, and we just feel that we need to continue to be together, and so God does. So as your imagination makes you to see the future, which is better than where you are, prayer makes that imagination to explode.
Preach. Now, that on its own is a book that is coming.
What did you say?
I said that on its own is a book that is coming.
Oh my God. Because like the way I see it, I was saying to someone earlier on that, when you have a champagne, when you're throwing parties and all that, the truth is that the juice of the champagne is inside the bottle. It's all locked up in the bottle of the champagne. But you need to get the cap off.
Yeah.
Before you can reach that which is within. One of the things that kept coming when I was trying to find the title for the book before the Lord laid my heart to this one, I settled for this one was, okay, so reach within and explode outside, or like get the title of the book. But really, so that there's something within that you need to unleash when you shake that bottle of champagne. That is power. The Bible says that power, it makes tremendous, prayer makes tremendous power available. That pot that is shaking that champagne bottle, that before you know it, what's going to happen? That cork at the top that is limiting the flow of
the
that
lid
in the bottle.
Pop,
it explodes.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. And that's what happens. So that's just a brief idea of what you get to see. So imagination with prayer, there's no limit. That's it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very important, the power of prayer in, achieving all God has laid in your heart to do. But what I love about the book, and, I'm so glad I'm blessed to have been part of, the people that will see it before the whole world, sees it. But, it's such, beautifully crafted, and you put like practical steps, like these are achievable steps, to achieve your heart's desires, your goals in any area, spiritual, career, maritally, it's just so excellent. And after reviewing the book the next day, because in the book, I'm not gonna, let the cat out of the bag, but but it's such a beautifully written book that you can relate. You will find actionable steps, to take, practical steps, to take to maximize that power within. It's so relatable and so practical. So the next day after I finished like all the, my parts that I had to play in the, the editing of the book, the next day I had to like set a daily goal on a particular thing I've been trying to put a structure on. I had to set a daily goal, and today actually makes it 3 weeks. And it's working. I'm seeing results, right? So I'm just going to encourage anyone. It might be goals, it might be, dreams you're trying to achieve, weight loss, whatever it is, just read the book. And you won't even, you would be encouraged and stirred up and motivated, to take that step, because she wants it. And she makes you see that, this thing is, this thing can work. This thing works, right? It might be an annual, it might be a long-term goal. Whatever it is that you plan to do or that God has laid in your heart, just follow the steps in the book and it will help you.
Yeah.
One of the things I just want to say to her to what she just said now is that one thing I've discovered, which I mentioned, is that if God places something in your heart, then that means you can do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
God places in your heart, that means you can do it. So once you conceive the idea, then go for it. You can do it.
Yeah, and one thing I just want to say in summarizing our section here is, there are different aspects of your life that has a lot of power, and as you go through the book and read the book, the question is, would you take that step to unleash the power within? The power within to unleash your finances, your spiritual life. I talked about, weight loss, or, or even parenting, or your prayer life. Precious talked about imagination. Would you put your imagination to work, and would you dare to, put the gasoline of prayer on your imagination and dare to unleash the power within? I'd like to encourage you to take the journey to buy the book and walk through the journey. Don't just buy the book to say, oh, I bought it and put it on the shelf. Walk through the journey. Write a review, give a testimony about, how you've unleashed the power within. Give to someone else that gift of unleashing the power within. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
God bless you so, so much. Thank you for joining me. And I really appreciate Bobo Adeomi and Hayo. You've been so wonderful. One of the things I just want to say again to everyone out there listening to me is that you are made for more. You're made for more. You're made for more than what you can be. So don't settle for less. You are this morning, yeah, I was listening to late Miles Monroe, and he shared the story. Before I call in my coach is coming up very soon. I'm so excited. It is a carriageway in Germany where there's no speed limit. I think the average speed limit is 185, and he was like, he had an experience of having to drive on that highway, but he was now trying to explain the fact that a car, they put the speedometer, and the speedometer reads maybe 180 or 200, and then the speed limit on the road is saying you must not drive more than 70 miles per hour. And it's like, why would you put 70 miles per hour on the road? Why would you put speed limit on the road and restrict the car to maximize its potential to just, explode? And, I could just relate that to ourselves. Like, God has put in us so much. We are that 200 miles, the speedometer that says 200, miles per hour. But challenges, situations, culture is saying you can't go beyond 50 miles per hour. You can't go beyond 70 miles per hour. So I want to just encourage us that we can actually, God has put that 200 miles per hour in us. And right now we're only using 50. You can do more. Just keep pressing the accelerator and just keep going. And I believe, God, that you are, you're going to unleash, and you're going to discover, and you're going to, break every limitation in the name of Jesus. Right now, I want my coach. I was saying earlier on that I think one of the posts I posted during the course of the week, and I was saying that God, God would always, birth a vision, or God would always raise men or lift men through men. Now, this book was birthed. This book, Dare to Unleash Your Power, was, it was an imagination at first, and then I started speaking about it. My husband will bear me witness. I've always been saying, I'll say, one day, I will write a book, one day. And then this year it became more, I was like, okay, I think I want to write a book before my birthday, but that's still in December. And I was like, it's good. But suddenly, the Lord made the path of myself and my coach to cross. And I was like, wow, she's a best-selling author. And she wrote, the book she wrote recently is Write That Book Already. And she was like, write and publish your book in 30 days. I said, wow, I'm going to go for this. I want her to come on now. Don't let me talk too much. She'll come to introduce herself, and then she'll come, say one or two things. Hey, help me give a shout out. Her name is Florence Boya. Did I pronounce it very well?
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh,
I
was thinking about that. She's like when Prophet Elijah told the woman to go and borrow vessels, and then and he said, so she was like, precious, you need to go and borrow vessels. Now begin to pour that oil. And I went to borrow vessels, and I've only poured one oil. So your work has started.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I am super excited to see that you're birthing this dream, this vision, and I'm super honored to be part of your story. Honestly, it's a privilege for me. I don't know, you think I'm the coach, but I'm learning so much, and I'm like, God, this is an honor, to be able to help people birth their dreams, birth their visions. And yeah, it's been an interesting journey writing this book. I remember when you called me up and you were like, you want to write your book? And I said, it's possible. You can do it. And, all that back and forth. And thank God today we're actually celebrating. We're here to rejoice with you. And people, I'm not going to be asking Precious a lot of questions. We've done a lot of question asking. We're here to sell. We're here to sell this book. So, but I'm just going to ask her one question, which is, I know you've said a lot about why you wrote this book and how it's your story. And that's what I'm excited about. I keep saying every time that everyone's got a book in them, but obviously you've got several books in you. You've got several books in you, and it's really telling your story. It's helping turn that story into something that will be a legacy, something that will make impact in other people's lives. Because reading that book already is like bringing healing to a lot of people, helping people come out of a place of pain, place of hurt. You know, your book is like a guide, you know, that God has put. Is like a tool that's going to help a lot of people globally. I have no doubt in my mind this book is going to go far. I have no doubt in my mind millions of people are going to read this book. I have no doubt in my mind that come 10 years, you know, the way you're talking about late Miles Morrow, and we're still reading his books, this book is going to be one of such books. And I believe that strongly in my heart. So what I'm going to say is, you need to tell us, who is this book for? Because some people are wondering, okay, maybe I didn't go through hurt, maybe, you know, who do you think this book is for?
This book is for everyone. I'll start like that. Now, even it's funny enough, this morning I got a call from one of my pastor friends, and he was saying that I've only gone through like 18 pages of your book. And I'm like, he said, but one thing I love about your book is that anybody can read it.
Good.
Whether you're a Christian or you're not a Christian, whether you're a pastor or you're not a pastor, or that everybody, even my daughter, my 10-year-old daughter, she read part of it and she was like, Mommy, my friends needs to read this. And I'm like, even children? Well, I didn't think in that direction when I was writing the book, actually. But for my daughter to be able to say, Mommy, because I was like, I need to take this book to school. And I said, okay, maybe your teacher. She was like, no, my friends needs to read this, that they need to see some of the stories. And I'm like, wow. As in, even myself. But the book is, you know, it cuts across young, adult, old, male and female. And it is a book that, you know, whether you've been hurt or you've not been hurt, the truth is that sometimes in life we've been confused. Have you been in a state of confusion? The book is for you. Have you been in a state of, why are my plans not working? I've put this in place, I've put in the place, the book is for you. Or you have been in a position whereby I have prayed and prayed, but it's not working. Then the book is for you. Or I have put so much effort, I've put so much work, but I'm not seeing the manifestation of this. The book is for you. Good. Now, the summary of the whole book, the whole idea of the whole book is, and that's where I'm going to stop, Ephesians 3:20. The Bible says that unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ever ask or imagine. But most times we stop there. So that's one of my favorite scriptures. Most times we stop there. Yeah, seriously. And in fact, so many of my church, even my pastor would testify, so many of my church members, my choir member, that's why I love you are able, great and mighty God, you are able. I love that song. Say, unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ever ask or imagine. But we stop there. The last part says, according to the power that is at work within you. So the truth is that there is so much power that is at work within you until you reach in for it and you let it, you unleash it. Then those things that you desire, those exceedingly abundantly things that you really want to see, you know, may not come to pass until you allow that power that is at work within you to be let loose. The truth is that there's so much power within us. So it's the one that you're able to read, because some you need to silence, some you need to awaken. So this book is for you. The voice of fear, the voice of you can't do it, or I am not enough. That those voices needs to be silenced so that you can awaken the power that makes you to tell that makes you to realize that I am enough. So there is, according to that power that is at work within you, and that power that's at work within you, God has put it there. So you go in there, reach for it, and
Bring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. We all have powers. And I remember you trying to get the title for this book, and you sent me some ideas. I was like, But yeah, that is really good. All of us can unleash the power within. It's interesting you say that, because I tell people that I help people discover and unleash their potential. So yeah, that's a good one. But I think we need to see this book, don't you think? It's time to show us this book. Some people have seen it. Yay! So that is the book. And guess what? It's available today on Amazon. So Dare to Unleash the Power Within.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so profound. I can't say more than that. You've heard from Precious. She said so many things already about this book. And you've heard the testimonials from the editorial team. You've heard the testimony that somebody's already asking that everyone should get this book. I don't have to tell you too much, do I? Now, what I'm going to ask of you is, you don't only buy the book, you're going to buy books, the books. So you're not just going to get a copy for yourself. You have to buy and share with people. If you know somebody whom you want to make an impact in their lives, this is your opportunity to buy a copy for them as well. So I'm going to be asking Precious. I know she's telling us the book is available on Amazon. Is there anything we should know? Do you have any good prices for us that we're coming first to get the book? Is there anything we should be aware of? So
yeah, the book is already on Amazon and it's at a discounted price. So the earlier you get it, the better.
Exactly. Good,
yeah,
good.
The earlier you get it, so go for it. Well, I think we'll make it that price this week. So when you go there, you see the price, but that's the discounted price because that's the best price, because we want everybody to be able to get it. So it's there.
Good.
So just wait. Both the Kindle version, the paperback. So it just
is on Amazon. Okay, yes, so we just don't want you to get the book. We want you to buy, read, and leave reviews. Well, I'm leaving a review already, so you better get ahead of me and leave your reviews. So how much is this book going for?
How much right now? Yeah, it's in dollars, so we have to convert it in pounds. My head, yeah, because Amazon is dollars.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
let's try. Let's see.
Yeah, I think the Kindle. Oh, some people said link, please. They're ready. The Kindle, the Kindle version is $5. I think it's about £5.97, which is about £4 something. It's not even up to £5 here. Yeah, that's okay for the American. Yeah, and then the paperback is about £11.97, I think, and it's not. That's not. It's not.
I think we're saying dollars.
Yes, dollars.
That's dollars. Yeah.
That's
so
dollars.
That's about £9. It's not up to
£18. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's really cheap. That's super cheap. So it's about just over £9. It's not up to £10. So what are you waiting for? You can buy 5 copies if you're in the UK. And if you're in the US, you can get 6 copies. How about that? No, but seriously, we need to get this book. We need to support. I don't want to hear congratulations. That's not enough. This is a book that will change your life. It will make impact in your lives and people around you. So it's not just to say congrats, but we want you to get something that is of value. You know, if you find something that is worth something, you buy it. That's wisdom. And this book is worth a lot. It's worth a lot. Somebody has poured their heart, their years of experience, and what they have, the experience they've garnered over the years, and how they've come out of situations. And they love people going through stuff, and we all know that. We know people that are going through a lot of stuff, even those that are not able to speak up about these things. But this is a book that will help people, even in their secret places, be able to come out and unleash the power within them. So I encourage you to get this book. You've heard Precious. The book is at a discounted price for a few days. You don't want to miss this opportunity. Yes, the link will be below this video. at the end, so you can go on and get. She's going to leave links for different countries so that you're not saying, oh, I can't find my country. So she's going to leave for a couple of countries links so that you click and go directly and get your copies. And please, please, please come back and leave a review on Amazon. Yeah, we have the link on Facebook. We have the link on Facebook. We have the link on YouTube, I suppose. And yeah, we have the link everywhere. I'll be watching out for you. So make sure you buy. Make sure you buy. But on a serious note, you know this is going to bless lives. It's going to bless people. So just reach out and buy one, at least one. Thank you very much. Thank you, Precious.
Oh my God. Oh, I told you, you have just started work. So that if I call you by 12 midnight tonight and I say
no, our midnight calls are over. I'm free now. You've lost your
oh, amazing. God bless you so much. Thank you so much, Florence Ibuaka. I'm so grateful. And I want to appreciate everyone. I can't see everyone, but at least the people who I've seen. Oh, I see people from Nigeria. I see people from Canada. I can see, oh, I see Adonia. Oh, that's wonderful. I see Awi. Oh, that's my coach on another level. So let's leave that story matter for another day. Oh, I see my Nigerian friends. Oh, I see my musician, Uncle Femi Okonoga. I see a lot of people, but I can't mention all the names. So I really want to appreciate. I want to sincerely appreciate my pastor and his wife, Pastor Dakob and Pastor Toyin. I appreciate my provincial pastor, Pastor Chris and Mommy Binley. I'm so honored to have you here. And all my friends, all my team, the choir members. Oh, lovely. I see everyone and all my other friends from Nigeria. In fact, the team that we used to pray together, the 7 of us, I can see them. I see Kemi, Prophetess Anna, that's what we call her, and Apostle Aro. You know, I see everyone and I really do appreciate everyone. And it's a privilege and I don't take it for granted. I'm so overwhelmed. I see over 100 people on this platform and I'm like, wow, I really do appreciate everyone. And I pray that the Lord will continue to bless everyone. It's a privilege to be a blessing. And I pray that you and your family and your generation as well will be a blessing to many, many generations. And lastly, I will just say that you are full of so much potential within you. The only thing is that with your physical eyes, you may not be able to see it. So you need to see it with the eyes of the Spirit. You need to get connected and begin to see it in that level. And I can tell you there will be no limitations to what I want to appreciate everyone once again. And I want to say thank you for joining the book launch. Thank you for taking me. The Lord will honor you richly. Finally, I want to appreciate my author. If I don't, thank him for his support in every way. And I don't all these computer things. The Lord is helping me. I'm learning, but that's not my area of calling. Me, I've discovered and the wonderful blessed children that the Lord has blessed me with, and the Lord will continue to what. God bless you. So the link is being sent, and you just watch out for the link on Facebook and my contacts as well. I'll send it to everyone. And please do buy a copy and prayerfully read it. And I know you'll be blessed. And put your reviews, like Florence has said, just put your reviews down on Amazon as you buy, and the Lord will continue to bless you. Have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you.